What's up, everybody? Welcome to class. For today's practice, all you'll need is yourself and your mat. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to this page. We're going to get started on our toe stand or a hero's pose, whatever you feel is comfortable for you. And go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. Right thumb is going to come over the left. Inhale to chase the ground behind you. Open up through your chest and heart. Really creating a counter from all of the sitting down that we do all day. On your exhale, bring that hand over to the right hip. Drop your right ear down to right shoulder and take a couple of circles. Maybe hanging out in any areas that feel particularly tight or stuck. On your next breath in, chase the ground behind you. Switch the grip so that the left thumb is over the right this time. Bring that clasp over to the left hip as you drop the left ear down to left shoulder. Take a couple of more circles here. Feel free to stick around in some area that feels tight today. Inhale to chase the ground behind you. Open up through your heart. Exhale to release. Inhale, clasp your hands above you. And you're going to rotate and twist over towards the right. Make sure that this twist is coming from your upper thoracic spine. Take a couple of breaths here. Really churn the rib cage over to the right. On your exhale, return to center. Inhale, twist open towards the left this time. Maybe you realize that one side is particularly tighter than the other, but that's totally cool. Just bring an awareness to it, no drama. On your exhale, return to center. Plant the palms down towards the top of the mat into your tabletop shape. Take a couple of circles over the wrists, warming up the wrists, externally rotating the arms. Do whatever you need to do to warm up those wrists. Be animalistic in your movement. Explore moving from the hips, waking up the spine, maybe bypassing through cat and cow pose. Wherever you are, find yourself in a neutral stance. And from this neutral stance, you are going to inhale. On your exhale, twist towards the right. You might notice a little bit of limitations here, but don't worry, just go to where you can. Lower the right arm to meet the left. Inhale to twist and churn your rib cage over towards the left. Left hand meets right. Walk your knees to the space just between your wrists for flying integration. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, drive your knees up towards your collarbones. Hips remain low. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Cruise into your downward facing dog. You can walk your feet out. Maybe coming over onto the outer edges of your feet, providing a nice stretch to that side body. Find stability in your downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lower your chest down towards your knees, creating this active compressed shape. On your exhale, straighten out the legs, spinal wave your body forward into high plank pose. Hover your knees, cruise back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of these spinal rolls at your own pace, setting your own rhythm. Let it feel nice. Take this opportunity to really get some movement into your spine. On your next spinal wave, into high plank pose, slowly lower down onto your belly. Left hand at the 2 o'clock direction, right hand at the 2 o'clock direction for oscillating cobra. On your inhale, lift up through the chest, squeeze your glutes at the top. Exhale, lower. This time as you inhale to rise, rise up from the right side, gaze over your right shoulder with your eyes, and exhale, lower down. This time as you inhale, rise up through the left and gaze over your left shoulder. Exhale, lowers you down. Again, just like our wrist warm up, find some movement here. Find an opportunity to be freedom in your practice. And exhale to release. Float the hands. Reach back with your arms and float the legs up. Shalambhasana pose, locust pose. We're here for 3, 2, on 1, your journey to downward facing dog. Inhale to spinal wave your body forward. This time as you spinal wave, drop your knees down right away. Inhale, reach your right leg back towards you. Try to make sure that you have a nice neutral spine, almost as if you could balance a dinner plate on your lower lumbar spine. Reach your left arm in front of you, bird dog. On your inhale, left elbow meets right knee to tap. Extend it out, energizing through that right leg and the left arm. Inhale to tap. Exhale, reach out. Inhale to tap. Reach out. Hold it here. Plant the left hand down. Lower the right leg down. Inhale, this time reach your left leg back. Reach your right arm forward into bird dog. Take an inhale here. On your next breath in, right knee to left knee. Right elbow. On your next inhale, right elbow to left knee to tap. Exhale to reach. Inhale to tap. Exhale to reach. One more time, just like that. Inhale, right elbow, left knee. Extend it out. Right palm meets left. Lower the left leg down. Tuck all 10 toes behind you to cruise back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend your right leg so that the right foot is almost trying to kick that left glute. Open your right hip. Try to gaze in the space just underneath your armpit. Finding this soft back bend, not losing that push through the arms, elevating your shoulders towards your ears. Go ahead and lower the right leg to meet the left. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Squeeze that left foot towards your right glute this time. Perhaps even look under the space of your left armpit without losing that push, that resistance of the arms. On your next breath out, left foot meets right downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Bend your right leg. Take a couple of big circles. Squeezing that right foot towards the glutes. On your next circle, you're going to circle your way, right foot to the outside of right hand. Lower that left knee down. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, twist. Turn your rib cage up towards the sky. On your exhale, extended pyramid pose or modified pyramid pose. Shift the weight forward as you step the left foot to the outside of left hand. Inhale, active squat. Get some buoyancy in this first active squat. Try to separate the knees from one another. Finding your stability, grounding down through the feet. On your exhale, straighten out the legs, hands meet at heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up, press your hips forward. Exhale, sit the hips low, active squat. Inhale to plant the palms. Step the left foot back. Come onto the outer edges of both feet into high horizon lunge. Press your hips forward, engage the glutes. On your exhale, right palm plants, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bend that left leg right away and draw those big, big, big circles with that left hip. It's always nice to bend the right leg as well to help give you more space. On this last circle, you're going to circle that left leg to step the left foot to the outside of left hand. As it lands, lower the right knee down. Inhale, your left arm reaches up towards the sky. On your exhale, modified pyramid pose. Flex that left foot. Shift your weight forward to step the right foot to the outside of right hand. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, drive to stand, hands meet at heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale to plant the palms, bend through the arms, gaze forward. Right foot steps back. Come onto the outer edges of both feet, high horizon lunge. On your exhale, plant the left palm down. Left foot meets right, downward facing dog. Inhale to bend the legs. Lift the heels, spinal wave your body forward into high plank pose. Option to take the full vinyasa or skip it. Drop knees, followed by forearms. Inhale, pulls your way into upward facing dog. Exhale, cruise back, downward facing dog. Root down through the palms, gaze forward. Inhale to lift the heels, bend legs, bottom of the exhale, step or float feet to the outside of your hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, drive to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, plant the palms, gaze forward, bend through the arms. On your exhale, take the vinyasa or skip it. Knees and forearms drop down to the earth. Inhale, pulls your way into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more rounds. Look forward, grip through the hands. Inhale to lift the heels, bend legs. Bottom of the exhale, step or float feet into active squat. Inhale. Exhale, drive to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale to plant the palms, vinyasa or skip it. Inhale, lift heels, bend legs, bottom of the exhale, step or float feet to the outside of your hands. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, drive to stand, hands meet at heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit low, active squat. Inhale to plant the palms, gaze forward, step or float into your vinyasa. Drop knees, followed by forearms. Inhale, pulls your weight into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 full breaths in your downward facing dog. You have a 10-count journey to the top of the mat into a forward fold. You could take little baby steps into that forward fold, or you could play around with your handstand hops. Your journey begins for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Fold forward, bend the legs. Halfway lift, inhale, flat spine. Exhale, root to rise, arms reach up towards the sky, get longer, get taller. Exhale, sit your hips low, Utkatasana chair pose. Drive your shins towards the back of the mat. Engage your glutes. Come up high onto your tippy toes and rise your elevator down. Glutes land on top of the heels. Option to take crow pose. Knees to triceps, triceps to knees. Lean forward, grip through the fingers. Drive your heels towards your glutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vinyasa. Just wanted to throw in one extra little vinyasa. Casual. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend that right leg. You're gonna come into bird dog by landing that right leg towards the middle of your mat. As it lands, your left leg is going to extend behind you. Open up that door with that right shin and find your way into this modified side plank. Arms can reach up overhead or they can reach up towards the sky. Get some hydraulics in this right shoulder. On your exhale, you're going to drive that left foot into the left glute. As it does, your left arm is going to reach behind it without it actually touching. Pulse it up for 3, 2, on 1. Listen closely, extend that left leg out. Drive that left knee in to step that left foot towards the top of the mat. Inhale takes you into this low archer's lunge. Get some movement here, just move forward and back, maybe tuck the right toes behind you. Take another inhale to lift up through the chest. On your exhale, peel it open towards the left. Breathe here. Shift your gaze forward. You're going to lean into that left leg until that right leg floats. Active dancer's pose. Backstroke that right arm to grab a hold of the heel of that right foot. As it does, you're going to drive that right foot into the right hand. Stay active in your dancer's pose for 3, 2, on 1. Right knee into chest. Hands up to shoulders. Exhale, kick it out. Lower that right leg down with control. Hinge from the hips. Bend through that left leg. Hands can meet at heart center, or you can reach your hands onto your hips, whatever is easiest for you. But I really want you to feel this activation in the right hamstring as this left leg bends. Maybe even pulse it. Option to grab a hold of that right big toe. Inhale to rise up. You could reach your left arm up towards the sky. Listen closely, you're going to open that right leg out to the right side. As it does, hinge your hips forward. Then release that right foot. Challenge your balance and control in space as you make your way into Chandrasana, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Then close off your hips into crouching warrior. Bend through that left leg. Good job. That is not easy. Land your right foot down with control. As it lands, push your hips back into space. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Adjust yourself as needed and take a moment to catch up with your breath. I know that this is a challenge. Take a moment to recenter and to reintegrate. Bend through that left leg, plant the palms. You're going to step back into downward facing dog. Bend the elbows, look forward. Push off into chaturanga. Knees and forearms down to the earth. Inhale, pulls your way into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the sky. Bend that left leg and land that left foot towards the middle of your mat. Bird dog. Open it up into Vashisthasana, side plank. Pulse that right foot to right glute. Reach back with that right hand for 1, 2, 3. Open it all up. Bend that right knee in towards the chest as you land that right foot onto the top of the mat. This first low archer's lunge, just get some movement here into the hips. Then settle into it. Take another inhale to lift up through your chest. On your exhale, peel it open towards the right. Really work on how much you can twist. Don't crank yourself to twist beyond your capacity. Just work within your space. Shift your gaze forward. You're going to lean your weight forward until that left foot floats. As it does, Bend that left leg, grab a hold off the top of that left foot. Reach your right arm up, kicking that left foot into the left hand. Active dancer's pose. Hold it here for 3, 2, on 1. One-legged Tadasana, knee to chest, hands to shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, push everything out. Lower that left leg down with control. As it lands, bend through that right leg. Hands could rest on top of your hips, or they could be at heart center. Feel free to take a couple of pulses here. Really getting into that hinging of the hips. Option to rise up with a bent leg or grab a hold of that left big toe with your left peace fingers. Inhale, rise up. Focus on your balance, focus on your drishti. The leg can be bent as you wish. Then you're going to open that left leg out. Hinge your hips down towards the earth. Focus on your balance and release that left leg. Kick that left leg behind you into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Good job. On your exhale, close off through the hips, crouching warrior. Land that left foot lightly with control. Send your hips back into space. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Adjust yourself as needed. Take this moment to reset your energy. Push your tailbone towards the back of the room. Lean your weight forward, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend through the elbows. Option to take yourself into a chaturanga, push up. Knees and forearms down to the earth. Inhale takes you into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Bend that right leg, find your way into bird dog. As the right leg lands, that left leg extends, reach your right arm up. Open up that door and make your way into Vashisthasana. This time you are going to kick that left foot into your left glute. Catch that left foot with your left hand. As you catch it, kick into that left hand. Drive the hips forward. You've got this. Stick with it. Exhale to release and step that left foot towards the top of the mat. Swivel on that right foot. Right away into that low archer's lunge. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, peel it open. Gaze shifts forward. Lean up into active dancer's pose. Keep kicking that right foot into the right hand. On your exhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee into chest, hands to shoulders. Inhale. On your exhale, kick. Lower that right leg into this kickstand. Hinge from your hips. Grab a hold of that right big toe. As you inhale, rise up, stand. Open that right leg out to the side. Right leg could be bent or straight. Then hinge from the hips. Release that right leg. Swivel open into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can flex the foot to help close off the hips into crouching warrior. Land that right foot lightly with control. Press your hips back into space, Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits. Take a moment here. Shift your weight forward, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Bend the arms, look forward. Make your way into chaturanga. Push up. Knees and forearms drop down to the earth. Inhale, pulls your way into upward facing dog. Of course, that's all optional. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches. Bend that left leg, land that left foot to the middle of your mat. Bird dog. Open it up into side plank. Kick that right foot into the right hand and kick that right foot into it, creating that resistance. Keep driving your hips forward, engaging your glutes. On your exhale, release the foot. Step that right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, archer's lunge. On your exhale, peel it open. Shift your gaze forward. Rise up into active dancer's pose. Keep kicking that left foot into left hand. I know this is challenging. You got this. One-legged Tadasana, left knee into chest, hands to shoulders. Inhale. On your exhale, kick it out. Left foot lands to the top of the mat. As it lands, hinge forward. Grab a hold of that left big toe with your left peace fingers. Inhale to rise up. Open up that door. Exhale, hinge. Release that left foot. Find your way into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Close off the hips. Flex that left foot into crouching warrior. Then land that left foot with control. Send your hips back into space, into Ardha Hanumanasana. You can sit back to that left heel if the space is available for you. I just want you to look for sensation into that right hamstring. Keep digging through that right heel. On your exhale, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Option to take the vinyasa or skip it. I know you are fatigued. Good news is, one last round. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend that right leg. Step that right foot to the middle of your mat. Bird dog. Open it up right away into that sugar cane variation. Kick that left foot into the left hand as you drive your hips forward. Exhale, release. Spin. Step that left foot top of the mat. Low archer's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, peel it open, twist. Shift your gaze forward. Float up into active dancer's pose. Right heel presses against the right foot. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, kick it out. Lower that right leg into a kickstand, hinge. Grab a hold of that right big toe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, hinge forward. Focus on your proprioception. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, you're doing great. Flex that foot to close your hips. Crouching warrior. Land that right foot to the back of the mat. Press into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Be a seeker of subtle sensation. Shift your weight forward, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Option to take the vinyasa or skip it. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend that left leg. Land that left foot to the middle of the mat into bird dog. Exhale, find your Vashisthasana to modified sugar cane. Kick that right foot into the right hand. Exhale, release. Step that right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, archer's lunge. Exhale, peel it open towards the right. Shift your gaze forward. Lean, lean, lean forward as the left foot grabs a hold of that right heel. Keep driving the left heel into that left hand, active dancer's pose. Inhale, Tadasana. Left knee into chest, inhale. Exhale, kick. Left leg lowers into that kickstand, hinge from the hips. Grab a hold of that left big toe. Inhale to rise up. Open it up on your exhale. Take another inhale here. On your exhale, hinge forward. Focus on the wobbles. The work is in the wobbles into Ardha Chandrasana. Close it off into crouching warrior. Good job. Land that left foot lightly with control to push yourself into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Keep breathing here. Shift your weight forward. Plant the palms, downward facing dog. Gaze forward. If you're taking the vinyasa, go ahead and go for it. And from upward facing dog, you're just going to lower your hips down. Come onto your forearms into the sphinx pose. Pull your chest and collarbones forward. Take this moment to slow your energy down. If you're like me, I found that very challenging, but it's so important to work on our proprioception, where your limbs are moving in space. Let this be a nice release for your spine, for your hips, for your chest. Lower down onto your belly and reach your left arm to the height of your shoulders. Your right palm is going to rest onto your chest. Keep your gaze towards the right as you press your right heel into right glute. Then land that right foot somewhere in the space behind your left leg. Make this a nice release for your chest. Return that right leg back to center. Switch sides. Right arm extends out to shoulder height. Left hand to chest. Gaze to the left. Kick that left foot towards your left glute. Left foot's going to land somewhere behind your right leg twist. Breathe here. Let this space open your chest and spine. Roll back to center. Press off into your child's pose. Feel free to stay in child's pose. Take any closing posture that is calling for you, or you can melt into your Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me in this balance challenge. I look forward to practice with you. Please drop a comment to say hello. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.